Hello, welcome back to the channel. This message is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. It will be for the month of August. I do not read reversals, so you will not see that in here. Remember, this is a general message, so it will not resonate for everybody. If it does not resonate with you, please check your other signs. See if those may resonate. I've pulled some oracle cards to begin with, just to see where the energy is for Leo. Also, happy birthday to all the Leos. The first card out here is the Wombat Spirit. It says, be at home, number 68. The second is the Bee Spirit, sweet results await, number 7. Next is Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold, number 4. The Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough, number 36. And on the bottom of the deck here, we have Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle, number 50. Now, from looking at just the oracle cards, I feel that you need to take action in some area of your life, but it could feel as though you keep coming up to a crossroads or a hiccup, or there's something that may be in the way of you doing this. And I'm actually thinking and feeling that it may be some sort of lack, maybe feeling lack at this time. So the numerology here, we have the number 5, which is change. We have the number 9, which talks about solitude, independence, isolation. We have the number 4, which talks about your stability, foundations. The number 7, which is reassessment, redirection, planning, and decisions. And the number 68, which is the number 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So again, change. Okay. So we have change surrounding your solitude and independence and your foundations, and you're doing a reassessment around this, okay, which makes complete sense because we are in a Mercury retrograde shadow phase. Mercury goes retrograde, I believe, August 4th. So Mercury offers us a chance to reassess situations. And however that looks in your life, whether it's foundational, whether it's friendships, whether it's, whatever it may be. And inside of here, it looks like 2 things. One, it's foundations with other people. And 2, it is foundation for yourself. Do you offer yourself enough rest time? Do you offer yourself enough self-care? So we're going to flip some cards for each one of these and clarify them. What do we have for the Wombat Spirit? I'm not going to take that one because I am not sure if it was flipped over before. The Queen of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles. Anything else? Page of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. and the star. Okay, I'm already seeing it. With be at home, the way I'm hearing this from Spirit is being at home in your body. Okay. Dropping within your heart space and understanding your emotions. It's like you're holding yourself back from expressing your emotions. Or you could be emotionally balanced, but really holding back something. And I'm really feeling like it's a lack. There's some sort of lack in your life that you're feeling, or maybe it's I know self-worth did not come out in this, but it could be how you feel about yourself and your self-worth. And I'm going to tell you from experience, the way that you feel around money and the way that you feel around lack mentality outside of you is also reflected within you. So if you have a very small version of yourself inside of you, in your mind, in your heart, around your belief system, and I'm going to tell you that it is the subconscious mind that is driving this. If you're having that lack mentality, it is because there's a belief within you around your self-worth. So dropping into your body, into your emotional state, ask yourself why you're holding back from something. Maybe you are getting offers, but they are too small for you, and it almost feels like a burden. Maybe it's something, I'm hearing that it's repetitive. It's like the more you hold back, the less you get from Spirit. You're trying to manifest certain things into your life, but because you're holding on to this lack or this burden or this heaviness, it's only bringing more of that into your life. So you're going to be reflecting and going through some sort of shift or change within this. Maybe it's working with other people, collaborating with other people. Maybe that's the answer you need. Be Spirit. Show me Be Spirit. The Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So sweet results await is the message for this, right? And the number is 7. So it's reflection, planning, decisions, reassessment. You're going through a process of learning how to give back to the community, give back to self, right? That equal give and take. And figuring out what that looks like for you. Almost like us identifying what success looks like for you. Like you're trying to master a craft in some sort of way. But when you hold yourself back from expressing yourself, from expressing your emotions, which Leos tend not to do, but Leos are very expressive people. So, but we all have shadows, right? We all have things that hold us back. So in some area of your life, it's like you're afraid to express your emotions fully. But in order to receive, right? Maybe you're in your masculine quite a bit and you need to dip into that feminine more, because that feminine energy is how we receive, okay? But in order to receive, we have to be open. And if our heart is not fully open to a situation, then we won't be able to see the gifts. We won't be able to receive in the area that we actually needed. And if we're not expressing what we need help with, then how is anyone going to be able to help you? Okay. Maybe you put yourself out there in a small way and you're waiting for the results of that to come in to see if you should put more effort toward that. Can I get another one for the bee spirit, please? 5 of Wands and Temperance. You could be leaving behind some conflict or chaos, or learning how to temper your emotions within this chaos. And this could be work, love, life, whatever this fits for you. Tower, the Emperor. See the King of Wands peeking out back here as well. So I see a lot of pentacles out here as well. So it's almost like you are really focused on work or money or physical 3D things. But there's some chaos or conflict around it. Maybe it doesn't match how you would like to feel emotionally. With the Tower and the Emperor here, it's almost like you're going to have to stand more in your masculine and take conscious, consistent action. If you are going through situations where you have an idea, you go to do it, and inside ends up being a conflict, right, between the head and the heart space. If you find yourself in those positions, we tend to not take the action steps that we need to take, and we'll end up only doing small portions. Now, my human design is a projector, right? So I can only do things in small, short bursts, and I also need to take time to recoup that energy, right? The energy that I expend, it almost takes double the energy or double the time for me to get that back. And I don't know if that's relevant for any of you, but obviously it came up for a reason. So, you could have also quit a job recently that wasn't really emotionally fulfilling to you. Or you could in the month of August. Take it how it resonates. Badger spirit. Oh, that was the 8 of Swords. The 9 of Wands. I'm not going to take all of these, but the Knight of Swords and the Moon. So be fearless and bold. All right. Which Leos are very much known for. So what I'm seeing here is that you end up instead of taking action, because you may not know where to take action, you end up becoming very much stuck in your head and overthinking situations and isolating yourself. Or you could be doing this in the month of August, where there's something, right? There's something that you want to take action on, whether it's emotional healing, whether it is a business something, whether it's friendships or whatever this is, right? you want to take this action, but there's something that's keeping you stuck in an overthinking pattern, which keeps you blocked off from moving forward. And it's something, I feel like it's going to be coming out in the month of August. There's some like healing work that needs to be done, and illusion that needs to be, it's like disillusionment. If you're having this lack, maybe it's around money, okay? Maybe you feel like there is not enough money to go around, or not enough money to do the project, or not enough money to, sustain something. If this is around that, I want you to go within this month and take a look at your relationship with money. How do you truly feel about money? What are the things you tell yourself around your financial situation? Are they repetitive thoughts of I don't ever have enough, I can't do this, or maybe you're spending too much money and it's not a healthy relationship in that way. But some sort of disillusionment around lack and around your self-worth is going to be really evened out and tempered over the next month. You'll be able to stand in this emperor position for yourself, be your own daddy. Tell me about koi fish, Spirit. There's always enough. Two of Swords. Two of Wands. Choices. Eight of Cups. One more, please. And the Queen of Swords. So the Two of Swords, twos in general, talk about relationships. They also talk about decisions, choices. So in these two cards, this one, she has the two swords crossed in front of her, which means there's a blockage. Okay. And she also has a blindfold on, which means she can't see. So it's almost like you cannot see where you're going, and that's what's blocking you. There may be a lack of faith, a lack of belief in miracles. Okay. And then I see this, which is the Two of Wands. And he's holding one wand, and he has the world in his other hand. So it's making a choice on where you want to go. You already know. He already has his hand on one wand. So he already knows, right? So releasing yourself from the belief of having fear of the unknown, okay? Because in the unknown is where you're going to find all of this star, where you're going to find it. You will not have all of the answers for every single step you take. You just won't. That's where faith comes in. Source is asking you to have faith that the things that you're putting effort toward, you know that you will get them. You know you deserve them. It is your divine birthright to have them. You're going to be walking away from indecision with the Eight of Cups here. And with the Queen of Swords, you will be cutting out the things that no longer serve you, which would be this mental anguish, this mental prison that you're keeping yourself in, this blocked stuckness, this maybe belief around, lack of self-worth or this lack of money. You're going to be using discernment, not only with your head, but with your heart and moving forward. And it's going to move you to a new beginning very quickly. Eight of Wands, the Fool, sorry. And then we also have the King of Swords underneath that. So your feminine side of yourself is going through this building up of worth, your self-worth. It's like once you fully ground and grasp where the seed comes from, right? This is the shadow work you'll be doing. Where the seed comes from around lack, however it shows up in your life. When you get to that seed, you'll be able to eradicate this. And you won't have to do this cycle again. And then your masculine will be able to step into this same role with you, right? Your feminine side of yourself is doing the work right now. And then the masculine will be able to step up and say, okay, so she knows her worth. I know my worth. And I'm talking about the masculine and feminine within you, not anybody outside of yourself. She knows what she's doing, so I'm going to do what I know how to do, right? So maybe it's just the feminine side of you that needs to balance this out. The masculine's already like, yeah, girl, we know. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's cutting out all the bullshit. Cutting out the burden, the overthinking, all of that stuff, the chaos, the conflict, the indecision. It's making a choice and moving forward. Now, there probably will be some obstacles in August for you. Because what would life be without them, right? How would we appreciate anything if we didn't have obstacles? So it's like they'll be coming in, but they'll almost be leaving just as quickly as they come in. Do we have any guidance for Leo for August? Knight of Wands, the Lovers, Two of Wands again. And the Moon on the bottom, and the Emperor is peeking out here as well. Okay. Okay. So the message I'm getting here is, even if you don't know how it's going to look, take action anyway. It's like putting into practice, right? The feminine part of us is the creator, the dreamer, the nurturer, right? And then the masculine part of us is the action taker, the part of us that, you know, strives to go do these things. And you need both to be able to do anything, right? So the Knight of Wands is like really about taking action, really going for it. And then the Lovers here, it does talk about that twin flame energy, that masculine, that feminine, really coming together and working together to do this thing. And it's also about choices because of the two. And then we have the Two of Wands, which again, he's looking at the world holding a wand and he's ready to do this magic. So it's going toward exactly what you want to do, even if you don't know what it's going to look like. It's okay not to know. But when you have this idea as the feminine, and then you want to take the actions, until you take those actions, you won't fully understand within yourself that this is actually discipline. Taking the action is the discipline for the creation, right? It has to be both. So even if you don't know what it's going to look like, going after what fills your cup, what makes you feel successful, that's what's going to get you to this new beginning that you're hoping for. With the way these are laid out, the bottoms of the deck here with the overcome any obstacle, the 8 of Wands, and the moon here, it's like there are going to be obstacles that you don't see coming, okay? And they'll be coming in pretty quickly. But that does not mean that you are not worthy, right? These things will come up, these obstacles come up to test your faith. And I mean, I'm talking about the faith within and the faith with spirit. It's like you want this thing, but how bad do you want it? So again, that conscious, consistent action is what we are looking for here. I'm going to pull some cards from the interactive cards. This deck is used for parts work in therapy, but I'm going to pull from them to see what your inner child healing is going to be for the month of August. What do we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising for inner child healing for the month of August, Spirit? Okay. Wow. These are pretty beautiful, you guys. Okay, so I will show you each individual card as I talk about them so you can see what I'm seeing. It's like your inner child wants a victory, but there's something that you're still needing to gain knowledge around. I'm seeing like a boss or authority figure that may be like literally working you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now this could be you. You could be this dictator in your own life and like pushing yourself, pushing yourself forward. What could be happening is you are extremely judgmental of yourself. And I'm getting that with this card on the bottom here as well. Okay. Your inner child, when you were a child, you could have been ridiculed for not doing enough, not having the best grades, right? Okay. You could have been pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed so hard to be the best that built a belief in you that even if you make small steps, that it's not worthy of success, that it's not successful. So you could have this dynamic, which could be a voice that's not even yours, right? Within your subconscious mind, telling you that no matter what you do, you're not enough. No matter what you do, it's not enough. Okay? That's where the lack could come from. We have this victory, right? This knight who looks like he's had this victory. And this, I'm thinking, could be like part of your inner child is like, yes, I want that. That's what I want to feel like. That's what I want to look like. I want the sun to shine on my face. I want to stand at the top of this mountain. I want to feel like the victor. We have this photo, which to me always reminds me of Jesus teaching the children, right? And Jesus is a master teacher. And we have this as well. So I feel like there's something around a subject that you may be learning this month. Your inner child needs to learn. Wow. Okay. So I'm getting that your inner child may need to really connect with Jesus at this time, for one. Connect with the innocent part of yourself. Create a wholeness in a relationship with spirit. Because there's still some knowledge that you need to gain You could be going back to school as well, learning something new, a new subject. Doesn't have to be school. You could literally be learning, educating yourself in some way. We have this card here, which is that dictator person, right? Like this boss. He's holding a clipboard and he's, screaming. And these people on the bottom here are terrified. It's almost like he's like laying them off. And then we have this. This woman is frazzled, right? She looks like she has fucking major anxiety. And she's at work. She's got the calendar. She's got the sticky notes. She's got everything. She's literally chained to her phone, right? She's actually taking her blood pressure in this. So there could be like this conflict could be about work. It doesn't have to be. It could be that you're in a place that is asking too much of you and they are not seeing your worth. And it could be that this dynamic within you, right, you being this judgmental person of yourself, could be that is what's driving ill health, is what I'm hearing. So watch your health during the month of August. Do not let yourself get to this position. Now with this on the bottom, closer. Now this image really hurts my heart because this little girl is on top of this table and her whole family is judging her, pointing fingers at her, ridiculing her, right? So what I'm seeing from this is that you may be doing this to yourself, but you could also fear this, right? And everything that happens within is reflected without. So if you have this dynamic within yourself where you don't want to be seen because of ridicule, maybe you don't feel like you're good enough, maybe all of this lack, right? You don't feel like this because you don't want other people to point fingers and judge you for that same thing. But if you're judging yourself, then it's going to be reflected outside of you as well. And I've done this healing work myself, so I completely understand where this would come from. I do. I'm a Capricorn sun, so we are very, very judgmental and harsh toward ourselves until we learn that the negative self-talk actually comes from other people. It's not us. Because your higher self would never speak to you that way. And I always reflect it back to my children. The things that I would say to myself, I would look at my children and think about saying it to them and how would they feel? I stopped saying almost every single thing to myself because that is not how I deserved to be treated. That's not how they would deserve to be treated as a child. 3333 on my recording. So connect with spirit, connect with Jesus. I don't know. I feel like that's the master teacher, right? He sat with everyone. He didn't give a shit who you were, what you've done, how great or how not great you are, right? It's taking those lessons and applying them to your life as well. Wow, this was an absolutely beautiful message. I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please leave a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you. Let me know what your lack thing that you're holding on to is, right? And if it doesn't resonate with you, please watch your other signs. There may be a message in there for you. If you would like to see more videos like this or for your other signs, you're more than welcome to subscribe and turn on notifications for this channel. Share it with other people who may need this message as well. So thank you for being here so much. I really appreciate and honor the time that we have together.